Well, I think if Superman was to some sort of business, I think he'll be a non-for-profit, right? I'm not sure he's looking to make any money, so he'll be a not-for-profit. He's benefiting the community. Okay, happy days. Is he working for the government? I don't think so. So he's not in the public sector. I'll say that he's working in the private sector. You know, he's sort of his own boss, so to speak. And in the private sector, so he'll have to choose, right? Is he going to be unincorporated or incorporated? Like if I was Superman, I will definitely go incorporated. I'll create some sort of business and make sure I have limited liability. Why? Because that guy keeps destroying buildings wherever he goes and causing a lot of damage to the roads. So if he's unincorporated, people might sue him. Might be like, buddy, I used to live there. I can't anymore. You just destroyed it whilst you were fighting Lex Luthor. So if I was Superman, I'll be like, oh, well, you're gonna have to sue my company. So I'll be incorporated. So I'll do what he did. He actually, they had the Justice League. There we go. Beautiful. So if he causes any damage whilst he's saving the world, he could he has a company called the Justice League Limited, so that if anybody has a problem with what he's doing, you can sue the Justice League. You don't have, you know, he'll be like, nah, you don't deal with me, you deal with the Justice League. That is the company. So that's what I would do if I was him. Otherwise, he'll have lots of lawsuits and they'll take everything away from him. You know, whatever he has. What does he do? He's Clark Kent, right? He's like some sort of reporter. Bless him. I mean, how much money can you have as a reporter? Not much. So they'll take everything away from him, and his grandparents have a farm, don't they? Yeah, gosh, they're not going to be happy. So he probably would go into the incorporated. Is he a sole trader? That depends. You know, if he's acting by himself and he hasn't registered himself with the company's house, then he'll be sole trader. However, if he has some sort of sidekick, I'm sure he gets bored at times. So he probably gets Batman along. He goes, hey, buddy, come on, let's do a partnership. So it could be both of them. But then will Batman want to be partners with Superman if he is unincorporated? I don't think so. Why not? Because you have Batman, what's his, he owns something, right? Like Bane, is it Bane Industries? I don't know. So he owns something. It's like he's super rich. Like super rich. Like the rich you want to be. So if he's unincorporated and he partners with Superman, any damages Superman causes are also the responsibility of Batman. So Batman is going to be really annoyed because, you know, all his money that he's making is going to go in all these lawsuits and fixing the town. And I don't know about you, but I think Batman wouldn't be happy about it. So Batman, being the smart guy he is, he's like, nah, he's not going to go in partnership with Superman. And Superman is going to stay as a sole trader, and probably people are not going to like him that much. And he's going to have to work really hard to pay for all the damage he's causing to the buildings. And what else does he cause damage to? Yeah, a lot of noise pollution and things. Whereas Batman, on the other hand, he decides to create a firm. He starts to go for his business. He incorporates it, so it becomes a company. And, you know, let's say he calls it the Justice League, and then that attracts investors. So then you can have Aquaman, and you can have, I don't know, Mr. Batman, Robin thinks, yes, you know, here, finally I can have a job, a real job, rather than the circus. So he joins the Justice League, and they have this limited company. And then, you know, they're sitting around the table. They're not really worrying that much because none of them are liable, right, for what they're doing necessarily, because it's the Justice League who is liable. So they can only sue the Justice League, not the individual people. So they're all happy. But then, was it Bruce Banner? Yeah, he's the clever guy. He's the Hulk. I don't know if he's. Let's imagine he also joins the Justice League. He says, guys, we should go public. We need more money. You know, we need to expand. We need headquarters everywhere, in the sky, in Mars. You know how smart Bruce Banner is. So they think to themselves, well, yes and no, because you think if they're private limited, they can choose who joins the company, right? Who they can choose who is going to be the owner of the company. Whereas if they're public limited, they're not going to be able to choose who owns the company. Anybody can just buy shares in the company. And but Bruce Banner, you know, being the smart guy he is, he says, we need the money, we need to expand. And okay, Wayne, you might have money, but we need money for we need more than this. So they go public, and so you have the Justice League becomes PLC, Justice League PLC, and it's in the FTSE 100. The 100 means like the 100 biggest market capitalization companies in the UK. That's what the 100 stands for. So they're part of the FTSE 100, and they're making lots of money because people like, you know, superheroes, and they like what they're doing. So people are buying shares, and they have T-shirts, and they go, yay! So eventually comes Lex Luthor, smart fella, and he also starts buying shares in the company. He starts telling them what to do because he starts buying the majority of the shares. And Batman's like, what's going on here? I don't want to be sweeping the streets. And Lex Luthor goes, well, you know, I'm the majority here, the majority shareholder. So what I do is what happens here in the business. And and that's it. That's it. They all end up, you know, cleaning streets and wiping windows because Lex Luthor just bought most of the shares due to a hostile takeover. And that was the end of the Justice League. Stay tuned.